Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't watched my first video, I would recommend going ahead and doing that. I'll leave a link in the description if you want. But in this video, I'm going to explain why I chose real estate as one of the main paths that I'm going to use to become a net worth millionaire by the time I'm 40. Okay, so for my goals, of course, this is to be financially independent. And for me, financial independence truly is becoming a net worth millionaire. This gives you this gives you the option that if you so chose to, it gives you the ability to be able to kind of just quit your job or to do something maybe more independent, follow passion projects, that kind of deal. Um, and so for this, I was going to kind of focus on the ability to be able to retire by the age of 60 or be a net worth millionaire by the time I'm 40. Well, really both. It's going to be a net worth millionaire by the time I'm 40, given another 20 years building up those streams of revenue. And by the time I'm 60, I'll have the ability to. Knowing myself, I probably won't retire by the time I'm 60. I'm a workhorse. I like working. What can I say? I'm literally doing this on a Sunday. So, I mean, I should be resting right now before I go to work the next day and then do all the other things that I'm going to do. But hustle's hustle, grind is grind. But on this, I'm just going to kind of explain it a little bit on why real estate. So obviously, it's going to help fulfill my goals. It's a known track record. Whether you're flipping houses, whether you're a real estate agent, whether you're a rental investor, there's so many different avenues within real estate. It's one of those industries where money just gets thrown around. Like just tons and tons of money gets thrown around all the time. So it's not as hard if you're willing to compete. It's not as hard to as you would think to get a lot of money and to make a lot of money. Most millionaires, billionaires have a lot invested in real estate. It's one of the most consistent forms of growing one's wealth. And that includes is like from middle class all the way to billionaires. And I would say even poor, even when you're poor, but that's a little different situation, understandably. But with that, it will also allow me to really complete and kind of just use all my skills that I have. So I will, even though I'm not necessarily a super gregarious person, I am good at being, kind of talking to people. I'm a natural observer. I guess that kind of comes from some of my more introverted tendencies. So it kind of helps me when I like talk to people. Then I actually try to listen to people when they talk. And so this is like one of those areas where like I could be an agent, I could be a real estate agent or a loan officer or something along those lines. And then of course I have a mind for business. So on the rental investment side, I actually, I know a lot of places where you can get great cash flow properties. And maybe even if you don't live in a place like that, there's a lot of to be said for having equity in homes and just having the equity within your home go up over time, and then also having the value of your home go up over time, which increases with your equity. For example, my mom bought a home. We live in the South. I'm not going to give too much away, but we live in the South. So it's she bought a home for $100,000 over the course of like a few years. Like it was 2 or 3 years. It grew to like 6, 7 thousand. So that's $6, 7 thousand in equity that she just has outright. And she's been, of course, paying off her mortgage that she has, and of course that's so depreciating in her loan, and then also the increase of equity in the home has netted her quite a catch. Plus, there's actually some work we can do in the house. I've been really, really trying to get her to do it. Is that if we do some work like upstairs, then this house can turn into a $150,000 house, and you can put in maybe 10 to 25 max within it, and then that's still 25,000 in profit and that you just bring in sheer equity because you're bringing in 50,000 more in equity than you had before. And then because of that, it makes it more unique in this neighborhood, and you get to increase that over time. So so this just really fits into my sense of business, and it fits totally within some of my own just social skills. And of course, I can do better with that. And I'm actually really working hard to really get better and being able to read people, to be able to like talk to people better. So then I can get better just kind of like with interactions. But with that being said, I'm still for the most part pretty natural at it. I've had a lot of experience in theater. So I was a theater kid, guys. I was a theater kid. Even if you can't really tell from me right now. But yeah, I was a theater kid. My mom's a theater teacher. What can I say? But but yeah, with all that being said, it's just really a great opportunity where there's tons of money being thrown around. And also, it's literally no matter what your skill sets are. And for me, I have quite a wide range, not to sound arrogant, but I have a wide range of skills to where real estate can really pretty much fit all of them in just one umbrella. And and like I said before, it's a guaranteed way to increase one's net worth and to keep and hold one's net worth high over time. And so this is one of those areas where it's proven time and time again. Tons of people do it. I mean, I'm not the only one who's in this space. And so in this, I'm going to kind of actually break down a little bit more of my actual strategies that I'm going to use, or some of the areas that I'm going to, at the very least, test. Because I'm 25, so like, it's not, I'm not too worried about failure at this point because I'm 25. I should fail. I've failed tons of times. I was a pizza delivery driver, and that was not where I expected my life to go. I barely completed college and I had to come back and finish. So, that's, if anything, I can totally accept that and roll with the punches. So, anywho, I'm actually going for my loan officer. And if you guys want, I can actually make a video on that later, just kind of going over my process on what I had to do. It's pretty straightforward, but nonetheless, I can put that in a separate video later if you guys want to see it. And then two, I'm going to go for being a real estate agent. So with that, everybody knows what a real estate agent is. I feel like it would be kind of moot to go over what they do. And in fact, like I said, in the future video for loan officer, I'll go over that one too. But yeah, and that's another area where it helps me with my sales skills. Just like the loan officer. The loan officer is more of a fruitful side hustle, and the agent one is more of an active hustle. But both of them are very good, and it's one of those things too. While I'm in law school, I can really focus on doing, and kind of it won't take away from law school. But then I can also work hard and do that more with my time. So, and then of course, going into law, where I'm strongly considering going into real estate law. Right now, I do work at a title company, and so I work with real estate attorneys, and I just try to learn from them. I learn from everybody. I'm still learning the process. I've only been working there this is going to be my fourth week. So I get now, it was like once this week's over, it's been a month. But yeah, it's like right now, just kind of focused on getting into the groove of that. But I'm learning from them. Like I said, there's nothing better than being paid to learn. So I'm really in a great spot where I get paid fairly well for what my expenses are. And if you guys want, I will actually go over that in a video later, where I just kind of go over my finances and just kind of where I'm at right now for how much money I make. And then just kind of what my strategies are with my money. It's like active and kind of what my philosophy is regarding money. But right now, that's one of the major ways. In fact, at the law firm that I work at right now, they pay attorneys $75,000 starting pay to do this work. I'm not sure, so I will admit I haven't done enough research. So I would strongly recommend that you guys go and just do just look up how much do real estate attorneys make on average. Because I would hate to say, oh yeah, they make 75. It's like, oh yeah, they make $75,000 a year, and then you're like, no, idiot, they make $50,000 a year. What are you talking about? Because I do know some attorneys that make that much. But but yeah, this law firm, the starting pay is $75,000 a year, which is pretty darn awesome if I do say so myself. So I'm really looking forward to just learning from these guys. And if I do well enough in law school, then hey, that's a great way to where I get a good salary. I get a 401k, medical insurance. It's very low risk, but very high reward on that side of it, if I can get there. Granted, I totally believe I can, but only time will tell. And if it's actually confidence or arrogance. Because as I always say, the only difference between confidence and arrogance is proof. So with all that being said, I mean, guys, right now, that's really all I got for the real estate side of that. If you have any questions, of course, or any kind of critiques on my videos, I gladly accept it, honestly, because I understand I'm just starting out. So I'll take everything and just take it and just try to learn as I go. And so, guys, thank you so much for watching this and really just showing some support and watching the video. If you guys could please leave a like in the description and down in the box below, and also hit the subscribe button. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching my video.